he could send videos now, I'm telling you. Hi, Brooklyn.
Hello.
How are you today?
Doing good.
You doing good?
Yeah.
Okay. What'd you come in for today?
I found out I was pregnant, and I'm afraid I'm gonna miscarry. My anxiety's so bad, I can't seem to just push through it. Just to focus on the good instead of being so worried. Because the last baby I had, she was stillborn at like 6.5 months.
Okay.
So,
And how long has that been?
it's been about 1.5 years.
Okay. So you're still trying to heal from that?
Yes. Yes, I am.
When did you find out you're pregnant?
2 weeks ago.
Okay. And can you tell me what was the first thoughts that ran through your mind when you found out?
It was definitely denial. I didn't want to believe it. I knew it, but I didn't want to believe it. I guess because I was so scared.
But exactly like, can you remember? Because that was 2 weeks ago, and you were probably a little bit of a shock anyway.
Right, very.
Because this was unplanned.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got married February, and I stopped taking birth control because we had talked. We do want kids. So it's been a while.
Okay.
So I didn't exactly know. You know, it was. I mean, but it wasn't like it was.
It wasn't so much planned, but when you're not on birth control,
It can happen
married,
at any time. Right.
So it wasn't a huge shock.
Right. It was kind of, because it was the same month I conceived my last child is what really.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you've got so many anxious thoughts about this that you're not enjoying your pregnancy right now.
Right.
Okay. Tell me some of the thoughts that are going through your mind. Some of the wording, for example, that's going through your mind.
I'm afraid I'm gonna miscarry. Afraid my health isn't good enough.
No, I want the words. What are you telling yourself? What's coming through your mind that's telling you that you're frightened, that you're afraid you're gonna miscarry?
Like, what am I saying to myself in my mind?
Right.
Well,
And
it's
sometimes
kind of like what I'm saying. I kind of talk to myself, you know. I don't know. I'm just overweight. That kind of scares me. I keep telling myself I was horrible. I had no idea until I seen that.
Till you saw what?
How much I weighed.
Mm-hmm.
The bleeding. Telling myself. I mean, I just keep saying. I don't know. I keep thinking that I'm gonna miscarry. I just keep that's what keeps running through my mind. I didn't miscarry last time. She passed.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's the main thing that keeps running through. That's what and I don't want to keep telling myself that. I want to try to be positive, but it's like until I get answers, it's like that's the only thing that constantly runs through my mind as of right now.
So you need some help kind of restructuring those thought patterns.
Right.
Automatic thoughts, core beliefs, are things that we learn kind of as we grow up and not even consciously learn. It's things that we just grow up to believe about ourselves or about the world, about relationships, whether it's trust or non-trust or things like that. And those core beliefs can produce automatic thoughts in us, and we all have them. Some of them are good, some of them are bad, and we're all human, and so with being fallen human beings, we have maladaptive thought patterns sometimes. And when you're anxious and you have these automatic thoughts continually, it's like a recording in your mind. You're just hearing this again. Am I right or wrong?
You're right.
Okay.
Constant.
that recording is telling you?
It's not anything good. It's just I keep thinking to myself that it's gonna go bad. There's something wrong with me. Like that I'm causing it, or like it's just my body's causing it, or it's just the same thing. It's
Okay, so what we want to work on is kind of restructuring those thoughts to believe, because is there any reason for you to believe that that is going to happen?
There's not.
What can happen when you constantly worry?
It's stress, and stress is not good, and my anxiety is twice as bad as it usually is now, and that's not good.
How does that affect a pregnancy?
It's usually not a good outcome.
Okay, and so you can take those thoughts and kind of turn them and adapt them to a more healthy thought pattern, Now that's not to say that whenever, a woman gets pregnant, there's always that possibility, but the odds are that you're going to be fine. What has your doctor told you?
Well, I experienced some spotting, and I was told that it was normal.
Okay.
That's what really threw me for a loop, and also my health also did too. And she's really sweet. She hugged me and she's like, "We're gonna get through this. It's a different pregnancy, different situation, and they're gonna further help me to make it, or help it be better than last time. Try to prevent." I don't know. My mind just wraps around it, what she says, and just twists it all up, thinking, what if it's too late, or what if it's.
Do you believe that our thoughts can be our choice? That we choose to think and believe what we want to?
That is true.
And we can either accept those negative thoughts that have no validation, or we can start restructuring it. I want you to start keeping a thought record for me, and I'll give one to you before you leave.
Okay.
And when you have those negative thoughts, I want you to write them down. And there'll be a place also for you to think to yourself, now how could that not be right? How could that be turned into a positive truth? We're not just trying to do, stuff that's not true with this positive self-help stuff. We want really truth.
Right.
We want you to understand. And sometimes also when we have these thoughts in our head just flash in our mind all of a sudden, we may even have images associated with those thoughts. And those thoughts and those images can create more distress, more emotion than we even realize. We realize the emotion and the distress, like you see the anxiety, you feel the anxiety, and you feel the sadness, or whatever the emotion that is you're feeling, but that's coming from that thought. It's coming from that image that you may not even be aware of, and we want to make you aware of those. And so I want you to keep this thought record and start trying to correct these images. And because what I understand is you've been anxious for most of your life, kind of dealt with some anxiety problems, and if we can get a hold of that, I know you said that's a goal that you have.
Right.
And so one thing we can do too is work on some relaxation techniques, and one of them is called mindfulness meditation. Would you be willing? Are you open to learning something like that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You want to sit back in the chair? You're beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I want you to right now just close your eyes and start at the top of your head and go all the way to the tips of your toes, and just try to relax every muscle in your body. I want you to be present in this moment, not thinking about tomorrow or even 5 minutes from now. I don't want you thinking about the past. I want you to be present right here in this office, throwing all those other thoughts just right out the window. just relaxing and taking some deep breaths. Try to focus on something. I know one thing that I focus on is when I'm doing mine, I'll try to focus on the throne of God and how big He is. And you're not even trying to right now take those cares or worries to Him. You're just focusing on that. You're being in this moment. We're not going to be able to do it very long today just because our time is just about up. And how did